Home of the throwbacks, the penultimate race before playoffs, and track known as the Lady in Black. Tonight, drivers take on Darlington Raceway. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Eliza Bethel, and tonight we are headed to Darlington. It is going to be a wild one. I can't wait for this to happen. We are already into qualifying, so we're going to watch these guys get ready to race it tonight and see what they can do out here. But let me know what you think is going to happen. I mean, we have so many different things happening tonight. I'm so excited. We have the throwbacks happening. So you're going to see some familiar cars out there. It is the final race before playoffs, and we will go over who is in the playoffs, who's locked in, and who is below the cutoff and may not make it. There's a lot on the line tonight, but there's going to be a huge show to find out who will make it. All right, qualifying is underway, and you already see Andrew Sanford. He is out on track in that 37 Jim Beam machine. Looking good so far tonight. We had 29s out there, high 29s, and Honeycutt and a few others are going to be part of that. We'll see what they can get in qualifying. I can assure you, it is extremely loose out here. Loose going entry, loose on the exit, and tight in the middle. It will tighten up in the long run, but is going to be very, very sketchy until then. You see Dylan C. Robb out there in that 16 machine for FIWB. We'll see what he can do. Chris Karch already, he is already out. We see Riley Rosenbrook. We haven't seen that name in a while. Great to see him out here. A 29.93, so absolutely flying. You love to see it. We'll see what they can do. Kind of reload those overlays. I know they get messed up in between switching sessions here. Chris Karch, how about that? A 30.52. He's currently sitting P4 with Dylan C. Robb in second, and Chris Karch goes right back up with a 30.24. Matthew Gale, we see him out there with a 30.72, so great job to him. Pete, what's up? We miss you out here in the booth. Yeah. Season finale. Absolutely crazy here, but it's going to be a fun one for sure. Derek Cardwell, I talked to him earlier and he says, you know, I have to be running a little different than I have been normally. He said he thinks he knows what he has to do. He just has to have things go his way. So we'll see what happens with him and if that can go his way this time around. Josh Taylor out here, always quick on the board. We see Forrest Smith fly up to P2 with a 30.14, but only one driver remains in the 29s, and that is going to be Riley Rosenbrook. Let's get some of these other drivers out here. Luke Allen, you can see him. Another throwback out there looking great. He's in the Kurt Busch Rubbermaid throwback. This is where he beat out Kurt Busch out there. So pretty wild. Joe Berg in the 93 machine. He is currently sitting P8 on the board and goes down to 11. Luke Allen goes up to 9th. Philip Bridgman, he's going to go 8th. And Josh Taylor going to take over that first spot. So the fastest will be Josh Taylor. Let's see if we can get that back on the board here. Joe Berg, 2nd. All right, 29.90. We have Hunter Johnson. He is out here making a run tonight. He's a 29.99. Absolutely insane. So great run for these drivers. We still have just a little bit of time left on the board for these guys to make their lap. Jordan McGraw currently sitting P6 on the board with a 29.95. I can already tell you a lot of these drivers are getting faster laps than what we saw in practice even. John Honeycutt in 7th, currently the last driver in the 29s. And I don't know, Francis Hamilton, he is just hanging out there and with a 30 flat. It's somehow in 4th, so I'm not sure what's going on with their overlay, but we'll see if they can fix it. But Jose Ruiz out here in 11th. Hunter, I don't know. Sometimes this thing likes to go a little nuts, so we'll see. Ellis, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you are doing well. Micah, we're going to see him out there currently sitting P2, 29.72. We're going to talk about who's got the wins, where they are in the points as we head into the playoffs. Absolutely wild. There's going to be a lot of drivers looking to make up some spots and see what they can gain in here. We're going to have stages. No caution for the stages. They will just award points to our top 10 drivers. So we'll see what they can do out there. As we are waiting, let's go ahead and take a look at what we're going to see tonight for Darlington. 110 laps for the tonight's race. So that's going to be a pretty short race considering it is Darlington. Stages are going to be 25 laps for the stage 1, 25 laps for stage 2, and 60 for the final stage here. They will get 4 sets of tires, and I can tell you they're gonna need it. It is so loose. You're gonna hear me say that all night. It's incredibly loose. It will tighten up, especially as the sun goes down and the laps tick on. It will tighten up for these guys. All right, you see Brody Falliker. I haven't seen much from him tonight. He's been showing up to practice late, so it's always a surprise to see what he does out here on track. No surprise, though, to see him make it to the front. So we'll see what he can do. Points-wise, let's take a look here. Here's your playoff standings. Brody Falliker, he's got 2 wins, so his ticket is punched. He's good to go. Micah, he's got 2 wins also. He's good to go. Anyone in the green, they have a win, so they are automatically into the round of 12. Jimmy Cocker, Brennan Book, Jonathan Jurgensmeyer, who will not be here tonight, but he will be back for Kansas at the start of the playoffs. We have Francis Hamilton. He is also secure in the playoffs just based on points. We have 63 points on the line tonight, and this is where it comes in for these guys highlighted in yellow. Thomas Flitcroft, he is above with 45 points, sitting 8th. Luke Allen in 9th. He is above the cutoff, 39 points. Matthew Gale, 29 points. Josh Taylor, 19 points. And Jordan McGraw right above that cutoff at 9 points positive. The drivers in the red are going to be the ones who can still get in. It's just going to be extremely difficult. They can make it in on points. There's going to be a few of those, and then some drivers underneath them, they're going to have to win tonight. So it's going to be quite a challenge for a lot of these drivers. We'll see what happens, but if you have a guess of who's going to win, who's going to make it, let me know. I want to hear it. at a Greece, New York hotel. How about that, Pete? I hope you're doing well. We are definitely missing you out here. Repeat, thank you so much for the sub. Finale racing for the regular season. I know. We hope that we can see you before the season ends. Just absolutely insane. We're missing you for sure. Let's take a look. Justin Inisagak, he is out there, P1 on the speed charts, a 29.73. I think that is the fastest. So the more that this track cools off from the sun going down, I think the faster we're going to see these times, a little bit more grip. But that 42, a little slideways, you can see it right there, kind of wild. It's going to be a wild start. We've had a couple of races where we've seen a caution immediately, so I'm hoping that will not be the case. But you can see Jimmy Cocker, we're on board with him and getting very, very loose coming off the exit of 2. So that is definitely going to be something we have to watch out for. Miss Murda Mittens, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Your name, so funny. I love it. Hunter Johnson, take a look at this. That 30 machine sitting at P3, and the times are just so incredibly close. Doing a fantastic job out here in the warm-up, but it will be ending shortly. Already 4 minutes into the warm-up, a 5-minute warm-up.
Lock on
Stratus, thank you so much for the sub. 43 months. You guys are crazy. 43 months. We got Pete out here with 14 months. Tier 1 for Cooter Gaming earlier. Absolutely insane. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the follows. You guys are absolutely amazing. See Francis Hamilton out here. Little nudge into the wall. His picture, I swear, cracks me up. Micah, new paint scheme out here for him. A throwback, you can see it. That is going to be Tim Richmond throwback right there. Good looking paint scheme. Let's see, let's show some love to some of these other drivers with some throwbacks. Luke Allen, we mentioned him. Rubbermaid throwback. Mike Papa Bear Campbell, the light machine. Looking great out here. And you guys, already we are ready to line up for the grid. Let's get this underway here. All right, on pole is going to be Brody Falliker. He snuck in there last second, a 29.676. How about that? Absolutely insane. And then we're going to have Micah on the outside. Row 2 is going to be Josh Taylor. He's going to be beside Joe Berg in that 93 machine. Row 3 is going to be Justin Anisagak in the 4 car with Matthew Opliger in the 20. Row 4 is going to be Riley Rosenbrook in that 86, and to his outside will be Jordan McGraw. And in row 5, it will be John Honeycutt beside Luke Allen. Row 6 is going to be Brennan Book in that 5 machine with Jose Ruiz in the 23. And then in 13th, we're going to have Forrest Smith in the 81 car with Andrew Sanford in the 37. P15 is going to be Philip Bridgman with 16 is going to be Chris Karch. Dylan C. Robb sitting P17 with P18 has Jarrett Cardwell. In 19th, we have Matthew Gale with 20th, Jacob Palmer in that 39 machine. Tom Flitcroft in 21st in that 8 car with Francis Hamilton sitting P22. Jimmy Cocker in 23rd with PJ O'Leary 24th. And in 25th, Joseph Turley in the 97 with Mike Campbell in 26 in that 71 machine. 27th is going to be Chuck Cody with Kevin Delator in 28th. And last but not least, he says he didn't qualify, but he is looking for a great race tonight, getting a win. Hunter Johnson starting P29, just shy of 30 drivers. Take a look at that sun going down. It's going to be a beautiful night. Fingers crossed. I want to see a green flag race. We'll see what happens with it. These guys are getting ready to go green. go. A long line of cars, and already 2 by 2 is going to be Brody on the inside, Micah on the outside.
Caution's out.
Caution out. It didn't last too long, and I'm telling you guys, it is a slick ride out there. Let's see if we can find out what happened. Get a peek of this. The 16 and the 40 make contact. Ah, man, let's see if we can go back to that 16 machine. That's going to be Dylan C. Robb. Just Chris Karch down pretty low. Dylan C. Robb, just not a lot of places to go, and gets turned right up into the wall, and that is going to be some damage that they are going to have to repair out here. Already a quick caution, but that's what brings out these cautions. It's always something relatively simple, but not what you want to see as you head in to the playoffs next race. Brody Falliker did not go in. You see Micah out here. Get these guys and line back up. These guys can run probably around, I know, at least 45 laps. Remember, our stages gonna be around 25 laps for 1 and 2 in the stages, but they will have to save their tires. We will not bring out a caution. So this is all about tire saving. And of course, you got to take care of your machine. You're not going anywhere if you don't. As suspected, I don't really see anyone going into pit lane. I imagine the only people that are going to go are to fix some damage, possibly get some fuel. Hunter Johnson on pit road, Dylan C. Robb, Jarrett Cardwell, PJ O'Leary, Kevin Delatorre, and Chris Karch. 2 of those drivers involved in that incident. Maddie, how you doing? I hope you're doing well out there. Yeah, caution already. Lap 3 of 110. Obviously, still a lot of racing left, but gotta love the throwbacks. So many out here, and oh man, I love the sky. How about that sunset? Makes for some nice pictures for the guys out there. Lined up double file. Shout out to our guys in race control. Thomas Harmon, Brian Pizzakimi. Keeps him busy for sure. Got home earlier today from vacay. Were you on vacation this whole time, Maddie? Heck yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's been like a couple of weeks, but time flies, right? It's probably been a week, you know? All right, the drivers lined up here. You can see them getting ready to go green once again. It's just, it's always a simple mistake. Just kind of crowding the driver down low. You were gone 2 weeks. Okay. I was thinking so. And yes, the sky is absolutely beautiful. Here we go, getting ready to start once again. Micah on the outside. Brody choosing the inside line. He's going to have Josh Taylor directly behind him. Meanwhile, Joe Berg on that outside, row 2. Here we go, green flag. Let's see if we can have a clean restart here. Already trying to get single file. Darlington, extremely difficult to make a pass here, as you're going to find out. Single file. Take a look, nose to tail, and you're going to find out these guys will earn their Darlington stripes as they kiss the wall coming out of the exits. Hopefully not losing it. 8 states and 3 countries. That's insane. You got to be exhausted. Sounds like a ton of fun, though. Let's take a look. Brody Falliker already up half a second over P2. Micah right behind him. Josh Taylor 3rd. Justin Anasagak, he is in 4th, up 1 spot from where he started. Joe Berg in the top 5. Matthew Opliger, he is out there in 6th. Riley Rosenbrook Love to see him out here. He's currently sitting 7th. Jordan McGraw 8th. John Honeycutt 9th. And Luke Allen out here in the top 10. Brendan Book going to be on the outside looking in, sitting P11th. Forrest Smith 12th. Jose Ruiz in 13th. Philip Bridgman 14th. And Jimmy Cocker, he's out here in 15th. Glad to hear you had a lot of fun. All right, I don't know what Brody's doing, but he is on a rail right now, up over a second, and now just a second over Micah, who has had a couple of wins this season. Both these drivers, P1 and 2, have a couple of wins this season to punch their ticket, so they really don't need to worry about this race. It's just about getting extra bonus points at this point. Josh Taylor, you can see him sitting P4. Some kisses to the wall out here. Matthew Opliger right on his bumper. I mean, he is just sucking up pretty tight to him. Looking to make a move. We'll see if he is able to go on the inside of him, but take a look at this track. Going below that white line, I would not recommend it. Very loose down there. It is not great to pass. You either have to wait for someone to make a mistake, or you're just going to have to risk it and fling it in there and hope both of you survive. Hopefully the sun setting is giving these guys a little bit more grip out there. Usually very loose on entry and exit, but you can see these guys seem to be holding okay. Let's take a look back here. Hunter Johnson up 13 spots from where he started, sitting P16. Our biggest mover so far, and no surprise when he races in here. He is always going for positions, likes to start in the back. Likes a challenge, and here he goes. Lap 11 of 110, Chloe. I am hoping 2 wide. That's going to be Hunter Johnson and Jimmy Cocker. Jimmy Cocker on that outside is going to give up a little bit of a time there, so fall back a spot. Andrew Sanford in that 37. Looking to make a pass, hits the apron, goes up a little bit. Jimmy into the wall. Gathers himself back up, and he's still running, but close call there. You can see Francis Hamilton. He is directly behind. Let's go on board with Francis here. Take a look at that line in front of you. This is the playoffs here. So much on the line. Francis Hamilton, he is safe. He does not have anything to worry about. Points-wise, he's positive 100 with only 63 points in this race. He didn't even have to be here tonight. He's good to go. Joseph Turley back just a little bit. We'll see him P19th, and Matthew Gale is 20th. Chuck Cody 21st. Jarrett Cardwell hoping for a better race. He's had some unlucky races out here and was hoping tonight would be a little better. It's very young. Anything can happen. EJ O'Leary, another part-time driver. Great to see him out here in that Ream machine. Kevin Dallator sitting in 25th, up 3 spots. Head back down to our leaders. Got to check out what's going on here. Take a look. Micah has caught up. We were a second separating these drivers. Micah has absolutely closed that gap. Just under 3/10 currently. Let's take a look at this lap history and see what we can find. Micah, he's got Justin Inisagok fastest 3 out of 5 laps. He's definitely putting the pressure on him. We'll be catching up soon, but Brody, he's got to watch out. He has got Micah all over him, and with 2 wins, both these drivers are looking to get their third. Brody, here's his view right now. You know he's worried about what's going on behind him, and this is from Micah, sitting P2. Is he going to put any pressure on him? Remember, we do have 25 laps for stage 1. Anything can happen here. 25 laps for stage 1, 25 for stage 2, and 60 for the third. Brody, he hits the wall. I don't know what happened with it, but he is going to have to let off. He's in trouble. Brody falls back to P3, and he is under attack by several drivers, losing yet another spot. Matthew, he goes up to third in that 20 machine. Josh Taylor, he is looking to try to make an attack on Brody Falliker. We'll see if he can. Justin moving up to P2. He's got Matthew right on his tail. Micah under no pressure currently, but he does have some traffic. That's going to be Chris Karch directly behind him. Lap 20. About 5 to go before stage ends. Our top 10 drivers will receive bonus points, with the first driver to cross the line receiving 10 bonus points. And our 10th place driver crossing the line will receive 1 bonus point. 63 points total up for grabs tonight. Let me know who you are rooting for. Tom Flitcroft. He is the first driver in the yellow. That means he is in on points, but if something happens, and currently I can tell you he's not in the race, so that is definitely something that happened. Only up 45 points. If he does not get back into the race, that could be the end of his playoff chance. That will be the end of his playoff chances here. Luke Allen, let's take a look at where he lays. He's 9th in the playoffs, 12th in the race currently. -2 from where he started. He is 39 points above the cutoff, so he's sitting pretty strong. A nice green flag run strategy here. So these guys, hopefully we can get these green flag run pit stops in. Anyone in the top 5? Let's see here. Justin Anasagak, he is safe. Matthew Opliger, he has not raced enough to be a contender for the championship. Josh Taylor, he is 11th in the standings. He's currently positive 19, and he is sitting P5, so it is looking very, very good for him. Matthew Gale, let's go back and see if we can find him. Might be some trouble for him. He's up 29 points, but he sits P20th currently. He wants to secure the spot. He's going to have to gain some more spots here tonight. Micah, though, 2 laps left in stage 1. For those bonus points, we will not stop these guys. No caution, but they will receive the points. A lot on the line. Next week, you're going to see these guys riding with the light blue spoiler, splitter, name banner. You'll see them highlighted in the overlays on who is in the playoffs. Matthew Opliger, he's in P2. Justin Anasagak, he looks like he's about to be under attack by Brody Falliker, who we saw earlier leading the race and unfortunately hit the wall, fell back a few spots here. Micah gets 10 bonus points. Matthew gets 9 bonus points, and he's into the wall. We're going to see that happen a lot more. Justin gets 8. Brody Falliker, yeah, all the way down to 10th of Brendan Book. He's going to receive 1 bonus point for finishing stage 1. We're on to stage 2, folks. Already here. Micah started this race P2, leading so far the most laps, I do believe. Trying to find our fastest driver of the night. Micah might be that driver with a 29.9, absolutely flying out there. Remainder of the drivers, yeah, 29.7. It looks like Brody Falliker. He might be the fastest lap out there. Go on board, Brody Falliker. Might have a little bit of damage on that right side, but he is on board. Looking at Justin Anasagak, you can see him going really, really low, trying to see if he can't sneak up onto the inside of Justin, unable to do so. He's really gonna have to baby that machine right now after that hit early on. You can see Micah way up there. Handling going downhill for Brody, getting loose on that track currently as the sun is setting. Matthew Opliger trying to close that gap. Just under a 1.5 seconds between him and Micah. He's one of these drivers where he has such a great run and then somehow gets involved in some craziness. I want to see him in the top 3 tonight. I would love to see it. Justin Anasagak, no win this season. He's another one. I'm waiting for it to happen. It's gonna happen before the season ends, I'm telling you. Evan, it is a stunning sky. I love it. Absolutely love it. Lap 31 of 110. Micah leading the field. We're going to have Matthew Opliger in 2nd. Justin Anasagak in 3rd. Take a look at these throwbacks as we're going through, too. Beautiful throwbacks. Brody Falliker in 4th. Josh Taylor, he is out here in 5th. Riley Rosenbrook, 6th. John Honeycutt, he's out here in 7th. Jordan McGraw, 8th. Joe Berg in that throwback sitting P9. Brendan Book in 10th. We're going to have Forrest Smith in 11th. Luke Allen, another nice throwback out there, sitting at P12th. Hunter Johnson up 16 spots. Still the biggest mover, and he's moved even more since the last time we talked about him. He sits P13. Jimmy Cocker in 14th, up 9 spots from where he started. Jose Ruiz in 15th. Francis Hamilton 16th. Joseph Turley in 17th. Andrew Sanford 18th. Matthew Gale in 19th. Take a look at that Hot Wheels machine out there. Philip Bridgman in 20th. In 21st, we have Jarrett Cardwell. 22nd is Chuck Cody. Love that profile picture, so cute. 23rd is Kevin Dallator, with 24th being Mike Papa Bear Campbell, who has been doing so much work for the hurricane victims. Huge shout out to him. He does so much good in the community and in real life. Yeah, the color combo, I'll have to go back to that. PJ O'Leary in 25th. Chris Karch in pit lane, unfortunately. Let's see if we can go back. Brendan Book. Huge damage for Hunter Johnson. What in the world happened? How did we go from a perfect car to missing a hood? Guys, was he like that when we went by? That is crazy. All right, well, he's definitely not going to overheat tonight. Let's go back to our leader, Micah. Oh, man. Over a second lead on Matthew Opliger, Justin Anasagak, a second and a half behind our leader. Brody Falliker sitting P4th. We're 36 laps in, you guys. I don't know. That was some wild happenings back there. You know what? I'm really surprised, though. We have not seen a lot of drivers tagging the wall. I mean, we've seen a few, but relatively clean. Gotta love it. You guys, let's give a shout out to Mr. Repeat. Miss him in the booth here. I hope he's doing well. I hope he's having some fun out there. I told him he needs to go sightseeing. On board our leader, I see you, Henson. Hope you're doing great. Look at Book's back end. I think maybe Hunter hit. Are you serious? Gotta go take a look here. Yeah, damage to that 5. And I'll tell you what, there was some beef going by last race. If you take a look at Hunter's rear end, he's not even in the race anymore. So he cannot look. So early night for him. Unfortunate, but yeah. Words were spoken last race. They were unhappy with each other. Book dumped the 81. All right, so maybe it does not have to do with that, but I know words were traded between Brendan Book and Hunter Johnson. Unfortunate to see Hunter Johnson out of the race, though. My bumper says it all. I'm done. There you go. Stick a fork in him. Our leader. That gap is closing just a little bit. We do have a caution. Brody Falliker involved. Let's see if we can find out what happened here. We've seen him get loose earlier on, tag the wall. Oh man, I think he had a little bit of help in that one. Let's go back and find out if we can see a little closer on what happened. He's got Josh Taylor and that 2 machine directly behind him. Yeah, might have just tagged. Oh, man. A nice run here for the start, but just so unfortunate. I want to go back on board with Josh Taylor. Brody already had some damage on that vehicle. Yeah, he just tags him. I don't know. Well, that's difficult. Very, very difficult. Falliker has to jump to pits. Fortunate to see. Hopefully he can make his way back out here. Brody, though, he is already in the playoffs. He is not having a good night. No, he's not. But he does have 2 wins. He's in no threat of being thrown out of the playoffs. Or not making, I should say. He's got those wins to back him up. Micah, he's already got 2 wins, but here he is leading. And most drivers going in. You see, we do have PJ. He's going to stay out here. Get his lap back. Brendan Book going to be behind the pace car here. We're going to have a mad dash. See who beats everyone off of pit lane as they come out. Take a look. You can see everyone trying to make their way. Micah gets to the line, the 20, the 4. So pretty much they gain or lose nothing. Micah dropping back. Not sure what happened to him. Very interesting. Send. I did watch it. Yeah, he got hit in the rear there. Fortunately. Something happened afterwards. Brody Falliker still in pit lane trying to fix his machine here. Matthew Opliger, not quite sure what happened with him and Micah, but Matthew is going to be leading the field back to green. Brendan Book is at least a lap down, and he still got that rear end damage. Justin Anasagak is going to be a second. Let's see if we can find Matthew out here. Yeah, I don't think he is in a Discord chat, so unfortunately cannot interview him. Uh, 39 received penalty for entering closed pit road, deemed not clearable. So we do have a penalty for the 39, and that is going to be Jacob Palmer. Still on pit lane. You know, we do have these rules that we do have to follow as far as stages go. You cannot pit 2 laps before stage caution here. Lap 50 will be the end of stage 2, so they are still racing for stage 2. Real, what's up? I hope you're doing good. Not 42, Brendan's. Okay. I don't know if I can even go back that far. I don't know if I can go back that far now. Let's see. I didn't even get a notification, so I wouldn't even know where to look. Yeah, it's not telling me anything. Just going underneath the radar here. Brendan Book takes his lap back here. One of the laps, he's out. Tom Flitcroft, just insane to me. He was up 45 points. First driver in the yellow. He was good to go. However, he is out due to not being able to finish the race. Not sure exactly what happened with him. Matthew Opliger about to lead us back to green. Justin Anasagak will be on his outside. John Honeycutt, row 2. Joe Berg on that outside. Great race so far. Pretty clean, but you know, it's these restarts that make me a little nervous. Let's go on board Andrew Sanford as we get ready to go back to green. Take a look at his angle. He currently sits P9. Taking it on that high side. 2 wide, a lot of drivers trying to get single file. That Jim Beam machine almost into the wall. He's gonna miss it. Matthew Opliger, a nice lead on this restart. Justin Anasagak, a 2-man breakaway from the remainder of the field. John Honeycutt in a 2-way battle with Joe Berg, but he's gonna be able to make it out front. They are back and moving. Riley Rosenbrook, he's gonna be P5. Jordan McGraw not too far behind. You can see him right there. These guys can make anything happen. Jose Ruiz up to P7. 5 spots gained for him from where he started. Andrew Sanford looked like he might be having a little bit of an issue, getting very loose into the wall. That it will surely bring out a caution. Matthew Gale involved, the 37 spinning like a top. How is that no caution? They are out of the racetrack, so I would assume that would be why. Still under green. Lap 47 of 110. Stage 2 ends at lap 50, the end of it. No caution will be called for the stage break. Guys, this is crazy. Unfortunate for Matthew Gale and Andrew Sanford. These machines are very, very loose on cold tires. The only thing they have going for them really is that the sun is setting. The grip is a little bit more than it would have been at the start of the race, but it is still extremely loose. Here's the view out of Matthew Opliger, the back end of his car, that beautiful sunset. Evan, no caution. Absolutely crazy. Taking a look at Justin Anasagak. John Honeycutt makes his way up to P5. P3. He's down, up 6 spots from where he started. A little bit of gap between him and Joe Berg, who is right behind. But he's got a little bit of ways to make it back up to Justin Anisagok. We'll see if he can't make that happen. Here we go, the end of this lap. It will be the end of stage 2, and then we're going to have a nice long run for the end of the race. Looks like our top points are going to go to Matthew Opliger. He will finish this out first. For stage 2, Justin Anisagok second. John Honeycutt third. Joe Berg fourth. Riley Rosenbrook fifth. Jordan McGraw sixth. For stage points, Jose Ruiz seventh. Francis Hamilton gonna get eighth in points. Jimmy Cocker ninth, and Joseph Turley is gonna get that extra bonus point for getting top 10 in the stage. Micah, not sure what happened to him during that caution, but here he is. P11. We saw him come out first at a pit road. Fortunately, dropped back, and here he is, 11th, down 9 spots. Matthew Opliger, like I said, I'm telling you, he always gets a good run. So incredibly strong, and just luck does not go his way. Will the lady in black be kind to him tonight in that 20 machine? That mobile throwback? No caution for stage points here. We just award it for them. Race Control does an amazing job. Huge props to them. Justin Anisagok looking for his first win. He is secure in the playoffs. He is the points leader, in fact. So he will not have any trouble making it into the playoffs. He is secure. John Honeycutt. He is a driver, P16 in the standings. He has to beat some of these other drivers out. He is 27 below the cutoff. Sitting P3, I'm not a points person. I'm hoping that someone can help me out if they know the points in the league. But it'll be interesting to see if this FTR driver will be able to make it. Joe Berg sitting fourth. Riley Rosenbrook in fifth. Joe Berg, let's see where he is. He is 18th in the points, minus 48. So he is another driver that has a chance to make it, but it is going to be very, very difficult unless he can keep his positioning out here. That might be his saving grace. Jordan McGraw, he is another driver. He is 9 to the good as he headed into this race. Tom Flitcroft is out as he is not going to finish tonight. Luke Allen, let's take a look at where he is in the points. He is currently sitting 20th. I'm really hoping his race turns around. He needs something to turn around. He's 39 to the good, but, you know, sitting P20th, it's going to be a scary situation for him. "57 of 110 laps. Crazy out here. This is our view looking at our top 3 drivers. Our top 2 have done a breakaway between them and the rest of the field. John Honeycutt is going to be that green and white machine behind them, but you can see the 20 and the 4. Matthew Opliger and Justin Anisagok doing great out here so far. John Honeycutt sitting third. No real battle behind him. I mean, he's got Joe Berg, but not going to put the pressure on him with that gap. Riley Rosenbrook is going to put the pressure on soon with Joe Berg if he can make it up to him. Jordan McGraw, he's got his teammate Jose Ruiz directly behind him, and that is going to be for 6th and 7th. Jimmy Cocker. This is where the field starts to get a little crowded. He looks like he might want to take a peek on that inside of Jose Ruiz. That 11 card looking strong tonight, up 15 spots. Absolutely phenomenal. Brody! No, he said he had a pop-up on his screen when he was in the lead. I am very glad that you did not wreck it. Or did you? Because I don't think you did. You dropped back there, but yeah. Oh, man. That is a heartbreaker right there, those pop-ups. I'm telling you. Let's find out where Brody Falliker is currently. Brody, are you not in here? No, Brody. He is safe, though. No worries for him if he is indeed out of the race. So unfortunate. You hate to see it. I mean, it's such a huge race tonight. We have the throwbacks. It's the race before the playoffs begin next week at Kansas. So you want to see everyone's race go well. It's just a heartbreaker. Jarrett Cardwell out here sitting P14. Brennan Book, he is out here in 13th. Josh Taylor down 9 spots. He is currently sitting P12th. Joseph Turley up 14 spots. Another one of the biggest movers tonight, but our biggest currently since Hunter Johnson is no longer in here. It's gonna be none other than Jimmy Cocker. 15 spots gained from where he started, sitting P8 in that top 10. Lap 62 of 110, still a ton of racing, and he is still trying to make a move, or maybe he's just chilling behind Jose Ruiz. These tires are going to be a huge issue. You do have to take care of them. Let's go on board with Jimmy Cocker. Takes that line low, starts off high, takes it low, back up. Tom is not in the race. That will take him out of contention. He will no longer be in the round of 12. He needed this race, if I'm not mistaken. He needed this race. Yeah, it's 63 points up for grabs. Maybe something will happen. Yeah. Sunset changing colors. I'll tell you what, it is so beautiful out here. Jimmy Cocker really looking to make a move, but I don't know that he's got anywhere to go. Darlington is just so incredibly tough to make a pass. You really have to get that run coming off and try to do it before entry into the next one. Matthew Opliger still out here in the lead. Justin directly behind him. Our top 3 drivers, John Honeycutt, has closed that gap. He is here. We'll see if he can challenge Justin for that second spot here. I know the pink sky, you guys, is crazy. I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. Rear view of Justin. Justin taking a look and put a little bit bumper to him. Nothing happens there, just if there was contact, just slight contact. But I'll tell you what, as you saw earlier, contact is definitely going to upset these cars. Might turn them, but Justin, a very clean driver. Don't see that happening. Best lap for Matthew is going to be a 29.988. His last lap, 31.356, and then a 314. This is the battle for P1 and 2. John Honeycutt falling back a little bit once again. It's like Joe Berg trying to gain some spots here, close that gap. Riley Rosenbrook not too far behind. Let's go on board with Joe Berg. See how these cars are handling. Lap 68 of 110. 26 lap run for these drivers, 41 for the first run. Still have a ways to go, but man, you can hear the tires squealing. Tire wear is a definite thing here tonight at Darlington. The rough surface Not a lot of places to go here. Not a lot of room for error. You can hear him feathering that throttle. Diamonding that entry, going up and then coming back down. Beautiful lines here tonight. Beautiful track, beautiful scenery. I love the lines. I'll tell you what, I did not have huge hopes for green flag runs out here, but these drivers, I'm really, really impressed. A little bit more grip. You see Riley just really sending it underneath that white line. Able to bring it up high without touching that wall, getting a nice run off. Catching that 93, but, they are staying relatively consistent in that gap. Micah down 9 spots still, sitting P11. Fortunate for him earlier on with that pit road incident. Not quite sure what happened, but yeah, came out first and immediately had to drop back. Thinking some kind of penalty, perhaps. Josh Taylor sitting P12th. Micah and Josh, these drivers started 1 and 2. They now sit 11th and 12th. Still plenty to go, 72 of 110, but I'll tell you what, this race is going by very, very quickly. I was expecting to be able to do some interviews tonight during cautions, and these drivers, no way. A long green flag run for both times. 2 stages went by. And a lot going on for these stage points. Let's take a look at points again. Brody Falliker, Micah, 2 wins each. They are safe. Jimmy Cocker in with enough points. He's got a win too. Brendan Book, a win. Jonathan Jurgensmeyer, a win. So our top 5 drivers, all wins and in. Justin Anisagak, our points leader. No win, but look at how many points he is positive. 227. It's good to go. Francis Hamilton up 100 points. Good to go. Tom Flitcroft, unfortunately, no longer in the race. That should put him out unless something drastic happens to quite a few other drivers. I don't know. I don't see it happening, but it could. Luke Allen, Matthew Gale, Josh Taylor, Jordan McGraw. Jordan McGraw up 9 points. Let's bring it back to the race here, guys. Almost to lap 75. Let's go back on board with our leader, Matthew Opliger. Can he get his first win of the season? No booth curses tonight, right? I feel like we've already had one. We're on board with Andrew Sanford, who is rocking it. And then, yeah, things happened, and I believe I gave him the booth curse. But as far as booth interviews and curses, none of that tonight. I want to see it go green to the end. I know Matthew would love that. Hopefully you can get a chance to get a win. I know John Honeycutt, I talked to him before this race, and he said, if my machine cooperates, and he's talking about his PC, he said, if it cooperates, I'm getting that win tonight. I said, I like your thinking. I like what you're saying. Let's hope he gets it done. He needs it. He is one of the drivers that he's got to make something drastic happen. Minus 27 below the cutoff. He gets a win here tonight. He is automatically in. And he would love for that to happen. Jordan McGraw on his way into pit lane. Wonder if that's a scheduled stop for him. It's a little bit early considering how many laps these drivers have gone. 35 laps when the last one was 41. Just a tad bit early here, but maybe he's got some other strategy up his sleeve here. Matthew Obliger on his way around lap 78 of 110. Around turn 2, one of the more difficult turns, and exit 4. It's about the same. I mean, they're so incredibly loose. Let's go on board. Yeah, he's making his way on pit lane. That's another thing. Pit road entry. Very, very sketchy, and these drivers officially have started their final stop here. If we go green. I should say that. All right, that's going to bring out a new leader. It's going to be Justin Anasagak. He's going to have John Honeycutt directly behind him, sitting P2. So Jordan McGraw, he's going to come out and be at least a lap down. Let's see where he is. Yeah, -1 lap. Matthew Opliger will be not too far behind. Justin, he stays out here. John Honeycutt second. Riley Rosenbrook back up here, P3. Joe Bergen fourth. I love, absolutely love how far Joe has come. I want to see him get a win. The improvement that I've seen from him, I talk about this with drivers, but man, oh man, I give him a 2 thumbs up. I'm with you, Joe. I'm right there with you. I love it. Jose Ruiz up 7 spots from where he started, P5, and Jimmy Cocker, the biggest mover of the night, up 17 spots, sitting P6. Francis Hamilton up 15 spots, sitting 7th. Joseph Turley up 17 spots, sitting P8th. Micah 9th. Josh Taylor 10th. And look at these drivers. These are the two that started 1-2, if you don't remember, if you recall. They are now down 7 spots. Jarrett Cardwell in 11th. Kevin Dalatour up 16 spots. Huge gains for a lot of these drivers out here. Matthew Gale involved in an earlier incident. He sits P13, not bad. Brendan Book, damage repaired, and he sits 14th. Kevin Dalatour, he's gonna go into pit lane. Chuck Cody, he is in pit lane. Andrew Sanford. John Honeycutt, he's going to make his way in. Man, hopefully he got that woe down to speed pace. Don't want that speeding penalty heading in. Then Dalatour and Justin Anasagak, he still stays out. We'll see if he goes in this time around. I know, I love this picture. 2 thumbs up, man. All right, what do you say? Will Justin go in this time around? No. No, he will not. He's going to stay out. Lap 84. Where did the time go? Last time I looked, it was like 76 or something. Guys, make it slow down. Riley Rosenbrook and that 86 machine up 5 spots. When he comes out here, I'll tell you what. Fantastic racing for him. Always does a fantastic job, looking strong. We'll see when him and Justin both go into pit lane for their final, hopefully final strategy call here. Jose Ruiz up to P4. Joe Berg in 3rd. All right, let's go on board with Justin, see what he does here. He is weighing that thing down. Yeah, he's in it for the long haul. You guys notice Darlington turn 1 and 2. It's going to be a wider of a turn. You can diamond it. Drive it a little bit faster than 3 and 4. You got to put on a little bit heavier braking in 3 and 4 to make that turn work. Down to 25 to go. You guys, this is crazy. Justin still not pitting. Meanwhile, Francis Hamilton in his pit spot. Jimmy Cocker, he has gone in. Top 11 drivers still out here. Matthew, he has already gone in. If you recall, he was leading earlier. He sits 11th. John Honeycutt in 12th. He's got Josh Taylor directly in front of him. He's on newer tires, looking to make his way around traffic. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to do. Be working on that 97 machine coming up next. The 97 into the wall. Here we go, back to our leader. Still stays out, 23 laps to go. I know Justin has had a few interesting strategy calls where I think he regretted his decision. Kind of curious. There's no way he is planning on staying out this entire time. I don't see it happening. I don't know if he can make that work. We'll see. 22 laps to go here. Riley Rosenbrook second, Joe Berg third. Jose, he's going to be fourth. Josh Taylor fifth. Joseph Turley, 19 spots. Absolutely insane. Aflac machine throwback. Micah making his way back up here. You can see Jordan McGraw. That is not for the spot. Jordan McGraw, I do believe, is he should be on his lap here, sitting P13. Tell Justin to slow down so the race lasts longer. I know. I don't want him to wreck, though. Top 10 drivers on the lead. Lap 11 down is going to be a lap down at least. Welcome to Darlington. 20 to go. All right, Justin, in it for the long haul. So far, 49 laps. We know we can get around, man, I want to say 55 or so. These guys really pushing the limits out here. Might go for the whole thing. I know 70 to 75 laps on fuel. Fuel-wise, they can make it. That is not the issue. It will be close, but that is not the major issue. Kind of curious if they will try to hold it out, though. Yeah, let's go on board with Justin. See if he is clutching. Currently, he is not clutching. Fuel-wise should be fine, but the tire wear definitely going downhill. You can see him getting a little loose, trying to hold on to it. 18 to go. Pete, wish you were here. This is crazy. Watch Justin get his first win. First win in, and he's already in on points here, but man, wouldn't tonight be so much sweeter for him to get his first win in SnB, first win of the season, heading into the playoffs. I do believe Pete and the rest of the guys in chat, this is probably the cleanest race we've had all season. Maybe one, maybe two cautions, if that. Justin definitely not clutching corners as we come up to 16 to go. Riley Rosenbrook, 3/10 back here, 4/10 now. Joe Berg, he's going to be 5 seconds back, so a huge gap between second and third. Our 10th driver, Matthew Gale, is officially a lap down, so this is top 9 drivers. John Honeycutt, he's going to make that pass, going to come up to 10th. Toxic Texan, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well out there. John Honeycutt, if these drivers do not come in, I know he's going to be kicking himself for strategy. Matthew Gale up 8 spots from where he started. Matthew Opliger, if you recall, he was the leader. Another strategy call that if they do not go in and they stay out the remainder of this race, there's a lot of drivers that will be kicking themselves after this. Oh, this is crazy. Sober David, what's up? I hope you're doing well out there. Here it is, 15 to go. 4/10's back is going to be Riley Rosenbrook. Joe Berg 5, almost 6 seconds back. Justin and Riley just really have to run their own race, but Riley looked like he was in the wall. He's got Kevin Dalatour and John Honeycutt trying to make their way by him. 92 going to be on the inside. They have those fresher tires. John Honeycutt going to see if he can't get it done before the end of that turn there, and he does on the straightaway. This is crazy, you guys. 13 to go. John Honeycutt 10th, Matthew in 9th. Did I just see someone in the wall? Here we go, Justin. He is our leader. John Honeycutt trying to make his way by. Gets his lap back. He is officially on the lead lap. Once again, Matthew Opliger, he is also on the lead lap. Coming up, 11 to go. Jose needed a good night. Look at him, P4. You said it. A few of these drivers needed a good run tonight. Jose currently sitting 14th. Tom Flitcroft, one driver that, he just had to come in here and get a solid finish. He would have been golden. He was out early on. Pete, you'd have to help me out. I don't know if he is going to be in. 63 points on the line. He was positive 45. I don't think it's going to happen. We'll see. But Jose Ruiz, minus 12 to the cutoff. He sits P4. I do believe that should make him in. I say this, but I need someone to back that data up here. 11 to go. Justin Anasagok still leading the field, looking for his first win, an SnB, and of the season. Round 1 in the playoffs, round of 12 is going to be at Kansas next week. Going to be a fun race for sure. 10 to go. Pete, you guys let me know. What do you think? Are they in this for the long haul? We're going to finish this under green and these guys not pitting. Can they make it? Big boy, what's up? Oh, man. Trying to root on Justin to get that win. I'm with you. I am absolutely with you. Jimmy Cocker, the first one, a lap down. You can see him into the wall right there, gathering himself back up. And here's the leader, Justin Anasagok. That is not for position. Jimmy Cocker gets his lap back. So our top 11 drivers. Absolutely crazy. All right, we got some Justin fans. I'm all for it. Let's go. Miss Murda, thank you so much. Yeah, he's doing a great job. Absolutely. 8 to go. If he makes this work, I'm impressed, man. This is going to be a tough one. It's going to be close on fuel. At least it should be close on fuel here. I still don't see him clutching. I don't see him shutting off the engine, obviously. Riley falling back. He's half a second here. Joe Berg has fallen back to 8 seconds. So Justin, he just needs to worry about his line. 7 to go. Just keep breathing, Justin. Keep that consistency. Those tires are screaming right now. All right, best friend, let's go. All right, well, your best friend, he might be getting his first win of the season, first win in SnB out here in the iRacing Cup Series. Can he bring it home? I know he'll be so excited. He has been leading the points, just so consistent. Just insane. So incredibly consistent and no win. So tonight's the night. I can feel it. 6 to go. Bring it home, Justin. If he goes into pit, I will cry. I will absolutely cry. Riley Rosenbrook still keeping it consistent. 3/10 behind our leader, Joe Berg. 9 seconds back. You can see it on the map. We got Justin going into turn 1. We have Joe Berg just crossing the start-finish line. Hello, hello, David. What a race tonight. 5 to go. This is crazy. Riley, 2 tenths. He's got some help behind him. The 48, I don't know if that's going to help him or hurt him, but he's looking to make a position here. Trying to get his lap back, and the 48 just completely sends it. The 86 lets him go, and that's going to cost him several tenths here. Back over half a second at this point. Now we need to get the 48 past our leader of Justin Anasagak. Can he get past him without harming that lead? And it's going to cost him a couple of tenths. All right. Free to go. I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm literally holding on to my chair here. I want it so bad for Justin. I know you guys do too. Let's see if we can bring him home a winner. Throwbacks on board. The lady in black. Few drivers getting those Darlington stripes. Justin looking to win here at Darlington after 110 laps separate him between possibly his first victory. Can he get it done? 2 to go. We're coming up on the final lap in what I'm going to call the cleanest race of the season. Absolutely phenomenal race out here. Let's go. Let's hear some love for Justin. Get it. Rowdy says repeat. Justin, me and your brother Shroom and Stevio are cheering you on. All right. Final lap here. No more cautions. Not that we even had one. Here we go. On to the front stretch. He's taking it, I should say, back stretch. Here we go. 3. Let's bring him home. He is taking it ever so easy. Those tires screaming. We're going to bring Justin home, the winner here tonight at Darlington, crossing the line. First win of the season. Get it done, Justin. Way to go. Absolutely incredible jive by Justin. It was just a matter of time before he secured that win. He officially punches that ticket with a win. He was safe on points, but man, you know he wanted it done this way. Riley Rosenbrook sitting second. Joe Burr gonna be in the booth for third. How about that? Let's bring him in here. Justin, I know he's got to be so excited. We'll get these other drivers in. Riley Rosenbrook. Man, oh man, what a win tonight.
Oh man, dude, I barely saved enough to get across the start finish line. I don't even think I got enough to do a burnout, to be honest.
Seriously, I knew it was going to be close, and we've had some close calls for you with strategy that maybe didn't work so well out in the end, but I'll tell you what, you brought it home, baby. Checkered flag tonight, and just enough to get some burnouts in.
Yeah, I actually just ran out of gas. So yeah, I got a little lucky with some people having a little bit of problems. Maybe it's a good strategy not to win stages or lead a lot of laps at the beginning. So finally.
Finally gets it done, gets that monkey off his back. A win before we head into playoffs. Take us through your race, though. How'd you find your way up to the lead?
I just took it easy the first half of the race, and then a couple people hit the wall. A couple leaders hit the wall out of 2 and all that, and then we got that one untimely caution, and then I just pretty much saved that whole last run. I think it was 2 laps, and I came over the line with 0.05, and then
wow.
I just shut it off so I can at least do one donut.
You saw a couple of drivers going into pit lane to take some fuel and tires. Were you questioning your strategy at that point, thinking maybe I should have gone in, or were you secure in what you were doing?
I was confident. I just turned it off and turned 3, and that got me all the way there. I think Amor did the same thing, so I think he finished 5th. doing
Sure
that.
did.
So
Yep. All right.
good
Well,
for night, much night for everybody. So now
yeah.
we get to go playoff racing.
How do you feel about Kansas?
I'll let you know in a week.
Fair enough, but man, I'll tell you what. Pete and I were talking about it. It's just a matter of time for you. You got it done tonight. I'm so excited. I know Pete is too, and you have a lot of fans out here in chat. So, huge congratulations to you. I can't wait to see what you do in playoffs.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we're going to go over to Riley. He was able to make this race tonight. So glad to see you out here. Riley, take us through your race. How did it go for you? Riley, got a copy? All right, well, hopefully we can get him on the mic. Joe, do you have a copy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, man, I'm so excited to see you in the top 3 tonight. I give you 2 thumbs up along with your profile picture there. Wonderful run. Man, you gained a spot from where you started. Consistent all night. I want to know, how did your race go? And how do you feel about Darlington after tonight?
Yeah, I like it a lot more now. I'll tell you that.
I bet you do.
A lot of tracks this year I haven't been confident in, but hey, we found something. I'm just hoping it was enough to project me 1 spot in the points and get into these playoffs.
Yeah, extremely close with that. We were talking about through the race what that's going to turn out to be. And I know you were a driver that was extremely close, so I cannot wait to see afterwards. And hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers for you that you are making it in and everything is good to go. But man, what a race out there. And I'll tell you what, I've been talking about how much you are improving, and it's so fun to see it out there. Just a huge congratulations on 3rd, and I can't wait to see what you do also.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's been a good year. We've gotten better pretty much every week, and we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. Great run tonight, P3. Get it done.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, Riley, do you got a copy?
I do now.
Nice. Glad to have you out here. P2, I haven't seen you in a while, so it's great to have you, but up 5 spots from where you started. Take us through your race here at Darlington.
Man, I'm worn out. Well,
I would imagine.
I really haven't been able to make the last few races because of work and all that stuff, but with work being off the next week, I figured, Darlington, really fun track for me. It's one of my top 5, probably top 3 favorite tracks for me. I just love hustling in and around here, and figured, might as well just give it a shot, try and play spoiler, and what do you know? You come up second, run out of gas out of 4, going for the lead. Like, I can't be mad about that.
Yeah, that's awesome. It was fun watching you out there. I know you were just hanging consistent right behind him. I was kind of curious if you were going to be able to come up there, but man, oh man, what a great race to be where you are. And I know you had Joe Berg back there a little bit, so no pressure from behind really for that, but man, great race all around and sitting P2. Are you going to be able to come to any playoff races?
I definitely have the Roval scheduled, circled on the schedule. It's like my favorite track out of anything. Karma MJ will tell you that. But
Nice.
Iowa maybe. Just depends on work, but that's probably the 2 I'll end up doing. We'll see how it goes.
Fair enough. Well, it was great to see you out here tonight, and I can't wait to see you in some future races. Great finish, and Justin, again, congratulations on that win. Tonight, that is it for us. It's going to be a wild week next week. It is the playoffs round of 12. If you guys follow SnB on Twitter, be sure to tune in. I will put out there who has made the round of 12. It's going to be wild. We're headed to Kansas November 4th, 150 laps. We'll see you next week. Take it easy, guys.